Friends, did you know most seniors in America don't make it to 85? It's a sobering thought, but often it's not just bad luck. It's hidden mistakes we unknowingly make every single day. If you're over 60 or caring for a loved one, this impacts you directly. These quiet errors silently chip away at your health, leading to unexpected declines, just like my patient, Frank, who honestly thought he was doing everything right. But here's hope. In this video, I'll reveal the 6 critical errors preventing us from truly thriving in our golden years, and most importantly, how to easily avoid them. Understanding these can add years, even decades, of vibrant, independent life to your journey. So, please stick around until the very end, because mistake number 6 is the game changer most people miss, and it could truly transform your future. Mistake number 1: chronic dehydration. Have you ever stopped to consider if you're unknowingly dehydrating your organs every single day? This might sound simple, almost too simple, but believe me, it's incredibly dangerous. I've seen the subtle yet devastating effects far too many times in my practice. Most seniors, folks just like you, have no idea how hazardous even mild dehydration becomes after age 65. You might think you're drinking enough, perhaps because you don't feel parched, right? But here's the shocking truth. Even a slight lack of water can dramatically accelerate aging in ways you never imagined. Geriatric specialists at Johns Hopkins, where so much incredible research happens, warn that chronic mild dehydration can actually speed up your aging by up to 30%. 30%! Think about that. It causes irreversible damage to your kidneys, to your precious heart, and even to your brain function. When your body doesn't have enough water, your blood literally thickens, almost like maple syrup instead of free-flowing water. That slows down your circulation, and your organs, those vital engines of your body, truly begin to deteriorate faster than they should. Why does it become so much more toxic as we age? It is because our older bodies no longer have the same sensitive thirst sensors we had in our younger days. The most terrifying part, if I'm being honest, is that you probably won't even feel thirsty until you're already significantly dehydrated. That natural thirst sensation often diminishes with age, making it much harder to recognize. This can quietly lead to unexplained fatigue, difficulty concentrating, or that frustrating brain fog we often just shrug off as getting older. Let me tell you about Betty, a sweet, retired teacher from Seattle, 72 years old. Betty never really worried about her water intake. She had normal blood pressure readings at her checkups and felt fine most days. Then suddenly, Betty suffered a severe stroke that left her partially paralyzed. Her neurologist, a brilliant doctor, discovered something alarming. Severe cellular dehydration had been causing her blood to thicken for years, silently creating the perfect conditions for that stroke. Her cells were essentially shriveling from the inside, her doctor explained to me, and she never felt a thing until it was too late. This, my friends, could truly happen to any one of us. So here's exactly what you need to do, starting today. It's simple, it's free, and it's incredibly effective. I call it the SIP system. First, always keep water within arm's reach. I mean, always. By your bedside, in your favorite armchair, on the kitchen counter. Make it impossible to forget. Second, don't wait until you feel thirsty. That sensation is a lagging indicator as we age. Instead, take small sips throughout the day, aiming for 6 to 8 glasses. That's about 48 to 64 fluid ounces, or roughly a half gallon. It's an easy number to remember. Finally, check your urine color regularly. It should be light yellow, like lemonade, never dark. If it's dark, you're already in the danger zone. Start this system immediately. Your organs are desperately waiting for the hydration they need to function properly. Are you willing to make this simple change that could add years of vitality to your life? I certainly hope so. Mistake number 2. Silent inflammation from common foods. You might not realize it, but the very foods in your kitchen right now could be causing dangerous inflammatory damage to your arteries and organs without producing any obvious symptoms. This isn't the kind of inflammation you feel when you twist your ankle. This silent inflammation doesn't hurt. You can't see it, but it's literally destroying your body from the inside day after day. Research from Harvard Medical School reveals that certain foods, especially those consumed after age 65, trigger systemic inflammation that accelerates cellular aging and organ deterioration. And what's even more concerning is that many of these are foods you've been told are healthy options. Dr. Elizabeth Carson, a leading researcher on aging and nutrition, once explained to me, the inflammatory response to certain foods changes dramatically as we age. What was once tolerable in your 40s becomes potentially dangerous in your 70s. Why does it become so much more harmful? It's simply because our older bodies don't process or detoxify the inflammatory compounds from these foods as efficiently as they once did. Chronic inflammation can quietly lead to persistent aching joints, that nagging fatigue, or that unexplained blah feeling that we often just attribute to getting older. Consider George, a 77-year-old former construction worker from Michigan. George exercised regularly and truly thought he was eating well. He consumed lots of whole wheat bread, used vegetable oil for cooking, and chose diet foods with artificial sweeteners to manage his weight. All things many people consider good for you. Then, without warning, George developed sudden heart failure. His cardiologist identified years of food-induced inflammation as the primary cause. His arteries were chronically inflamed, the doctor reported, and it was directly linked to what he was eating, foods he thought were keeping him healthy. George was heartbroken and shocked. Here's what you must do immediately. These are simple swaps that make a huge difference. First, eliminate these 3 inflammatory triggers from your diet today. White flour products, and that includes most breads, pastries, and pastas. Second, processed vegetable oils, especially corn, canola, and soybean oil. They're everywhere. And finally, all artificial sweeteners. They're not doing your body any favors. Then, replace them with truly anti-inflammatory alternatives. Choose 100% whole grain options like oats and brown rice. Switch to extra virgin olive oil for cooking and dressings, and use natural sweeteners like small amounts of honey or maple syrup if needed. But really, aim to reduce your overall sugar intake. This simple swap can reduce your internal inflammation by up to 60% in just weeks. Isn't your health worth making this change right now? Do you sometimes feel confused by conflicting nutrition advice? If you've been trying to eat healthy but still feel like something isn't right, type number 2 in the comments below, and I'll know you're watching. Mistake number 3. Wrong type of exercise. Here's something truly shocking that many folks don't want to hear. The type of exercise most seniors are doing is actually accelerating their aging, not preventing it. Yes, you heard me right. You've probably been told that gentle walking is perfect for older adults, and while it certainly has benefits, new research suggests this common advice might be doing more harm than good for true longevity. Longevity researchers at the Mayo Clinic, a place we all trust, have discovered that repetitive low-intensity exercises like walking provide minimal benefit for aging bodies while potentially causing stress on already aging joints. Dr. Jonathan Hayes, an exercise physiologist specializing in geriatric health, explains it perfectly. After 65, the body requires specific stimulus to maintain muscle mass and cellular health. Traditional cardio doesn't provide that stimulus, leading to accelerated muscle loss, metabolic decline, and cellular aging. Why is this the core issue? As we age, our muscles naturally start to atrophy, to slowly waste away, and our bones become more brittle. Gentle walking, while great for staying mobile, simply isn't enough to tell our bodies that they need to hold on to that strength and bone density. You might notice yourself becoming more prone to losing your balance, feeling weaker, or finding simple household tasks, like carrying a bag of groceries, much harder to do. Take Susan, a dedicated 75-year-old retired nurse from Florida. Susan walked 2 miles daily for years, truly believing she was doing everything right for her health. Despite her dedication, Susan was shocked when her doctor told her she had the muscle mass of someone 10 years older. "I couldn't understand it," she shared with me, her voice filled with frustration. "I was exercising regularly, but my body was still deteriorating rapidly." It wasn't until Susan switched to a different type of exercise routine that things changed dramatically for her. Within just 3 months, her muscle tone improved, her energy soared, and even her balance became noticeably better. So, here's what you need to do instead. And the great news is, it only takes 10 minutes. Implement the 10-minute strength-based cellular renewal exercise sequence that focuses on resistance rather than just endurance. This doesn't mean heavy weightlifting. No, sir. It simply means using your own body weight or light resistance bands for brief, targeted movements that signal your body to preserve precious muscle and bone density. First, start with simple wall push-ups. Stand facing a wall, place your hands shoulder-width apart, and gently push away. Second, try chair squats. Sit and stand from a sturdy chair 10 to 12 times, focusing on controlled movement. Third, use gentle resistance band pulls for your arms. You can find inexpensive bands at any sporting goods store. And finally, perform each movement slowly, 10 to 12 times, focusing on proper form. This type of exercise triggers protective hormones that truly slow aging at the cellular level, something walking alone simply cannot do. Begin this 10-minute routine 3 times weekly, and you'll feel the difference within weeks. Isn't 10 minutes worth potentially adding years of strength and mobility to your life? I certainly believe it is. Mistake number 4. Health treatment-related nutrient depletion. Did you know that common health treatments seniors rely on might actually be depleting crucial nutrients your body needs to survive? This, my friends, is a hidden danger that doctors rarely discuss, yet it could be silently damaging your health right now. Leading research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, a highly respected source, shows that many health treatments commonly prescribed to seniors can cause critical vitamin and mineral deficiencies. These deficiencies, in turn, can lead to accelerated cognitive decline and organ damage. The science is very clear. Certain treatments deplete specific nutrients, creating a dangerous domino effect in your body as essential systems begin failing without the nutrients they need to function. What's the core why behind this? As we age, our bodies already struggle to absorb some nutrients, and then adding medications that further deplete those same vital nutrients can create a serious deficit. You might find yourself feeling more tired than normal, more forgetful, or notice your body just doesn't bounce back like it used to, and you might simply chalk it up to getting older. Consider the case of Michael, a 76-year-old retired postal worker from Pennsylvania. For years, Michael diligently followed his doctor's advice regarding his health treatments. He thought he was doing everything by the book. What he didn't know was that these treatments were severely depleting essential nutrients his heart desperately needed. His energy declined, his memory began failing, and eventually his heart function deteriorated to dangerous levels. After finally discovering the connection, Michael told me, with such a heavy heart, what was meant to help me was actually hurting me in ways no one explained. So, here's what you need to do. It's all about being proactive for your health. First, and this is crucial, never stop any treatment without consulting your doctor. That is paramount for your safety. Instead, at your next appointment, specifically ask about potential nutrient depletions associated with any health regimens you're following. Ask which supplements might be appropriate for your specific situation. In the meantime, focus on nutrient-dense foods. Think colorful vegetables, high-quality proteins, and healthy fats. These will provide your body with a wide spectrum of vitamins and minerals. Imagine vibrant salads, lean meats, and creamy avocados. Also, consider a high-quality multivitamin formulated for seniors, again, after consulting with your healthcare provider. Taking this proactive approach could prevent dangerous deficiencies before they cause irreversible damage. Isn't your health worth having this important conversation with your doctor this week? I believe it absolutely is. Mistake number 5. Ignoring sleep quality versus quantity. Why is it that sleeping 8 hours might still be destroying your health if you're ignoring one critical aspect of sleep that most seniors completely overlook? You might think you're getting enough rest. You're in bed for 8 hours after all, right? But here's the frightening reality. Poor quality sleep, even if you're in bed for 8 hours, can be as damaging as not sleeping at all. Sleep medicine specialists at Stanford University, at the forefront of this research, warn that poor sleep quality, even with adequate hours, causes brain damage equivalent to aging 3 to 5 years per year after age 65. Dr. William Bennett, Director of Sleep Medicine Research, explains it perfectly. Deep restorative sleep cycles diminish with age, but most seniors focus only on how many hours they sleep, not the quality of those hours. This leads to a dangerous situation where the brain and body cannot properly repair cellular damage, accelerating the aging process significantly. What's the core why? Deep restorative sleep is when your brain actually washes itself clean and your body repairs damaged cells. If you're not consistently reaching this crucial stage, then every other effort you make to stay healthy is undermined. You might wake up still feeling tired, sluggish, have trouble concentrating, or even experience memory issues you can't quite explain. And it's not simply because you're getting older. Take Carol, a bright 69-year-old former librarian from Texas. Carol slept 8 hours every single night, but she still woke up feeling exhausted and foggy. When she began experiencing alarming memory lapses, her doctor wisely referred her to a sleep specialist. What they discovered was shocking. Despite spending 8 hours in bed, Carol was getting almost no deep restorative sleep. Her brain was essentially aging more rapidly due to this unrecognized problem. Carol told me, with such dismay, "I had no idea. I thought sleeping 8 hours meant I was doing everything right." So, here's how to fix this. Start tonight with this simple 30-minute pre-sleep ritual that can dramatically improve your sleep quality. First, eliminate all blue light exposure 30 minutes before bed. That means no phones, no tablets, no television. Second, set your bedroom temperature to 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, which research consistently shows optimizes deep sleep. Third, stop all fluid intake 90 minutes before bedtime to prevent those disruptive bathroom trips that interrupt your sleep cycles. And finally, sleep on your side with a pillow between your knees to maintain proper spine alignment and maximize breathing efficiency. These simple adjustments can increase your deep sleep by up to 40%, allowing your brain and body to properly repair daily damage. Isn't a 30-minute routine worth protecting your brain from years of accelerated aging? Are you getting enough truly restorative sleep? If you've been sleeping adequate hours but still don't feel refreshed, type number 5 in the comments so I know you're paying attention. Mistake number 6. Social isolation's silent damage. This is mistake number 6, and for many, it's the biggest secret, the one few people ever talk about. The hidden damage of even mild social isolation is actually killing seniors faster than smoking or obesity. Yet, most people have no idea they're affected. You might think occasional phone calls or weekly outings are enough, but research shows something entirely different. Studies from the National Institute on Aging, a highly credible source, reveal that limited social interaction accelerates cellular aging by activating stress hormones that damage vital organs. Dr. Sarah Mitchell, a gerontologist specializing in social impacts on aging, warns us many seniors don't realize they're socially isolated because they have occasional contact with others. But the research is clear. Without regular, meaningful social connections, the body produces excess cortisol and inflammatory compounds that literally shorten lifespan. What's the core why here? Our brains are quite literally wired for connection. When we lack regular, meaningful social interaction, our bodies interpret that as a threat, triggering a stress response that wreaks havoc internally. This can manifest as feelings of sadness, anxiety, or even a decline in memory and focus. Consider William, a sharp 73-year-old retired engineer from Illinois. William maintained excellent physical health through diet and exercise. He spoke with his children weekly by phone and occasionally met friends for coffee, genuinely believing his social life was adequate. But William began experiencing a rapid cognitive decline that puzzled his doctors. Eventually, a geriatric specialist identified the culprit. William's gradual social withdrawal after retirement had created a physiological stress response that was damaging his brain. William admitted to me with such a sense of regret, "I had no idea that not being around people regularly could actually hurt my health. I thought I was doing fine because I wasn't completely alone." Here's the solution you need to implement this week. It's called the 3-connection system. These are 3 different types of social connections that research shows can actually reverse cellular aging markers. First, establish at least one meaningful one-on-one interaction weekly. This means a deep conversation with a friend or family member that goes beyond surface pleasantries. Second, participate in a group activity where you engage with multiple people simultaneously, whether it's a class, a club, a church group, or a community event. Just get out there. Third, create a purpose-driven interaction where you help others through volunteering or mentoring. This type of connection provides the most powerful anti-aging benefits. Start with just one of these this week and gradually add the others. Remember, your brain and body literally need these connections to function properly. Can you make this commitment to yourself today? It's one of the most fulfilling things you can do for your health and happiness. As we wrap up, we've explored 6 critical habits that can truly transform our golden years. But knowledge is only powerful when we put it into action. It's not about perfection, but about small, consistent steps. So now, I have one important question for you. What is the one commitment you are making to yourself after watching this video? It could be as simple as, "I will drink water first thing every morning," or "I will check my pantry for those inflammatory oils today." Maybe it's, "I will call a friend I haven't spoken to in a while tomorrow." Please, share your personal commitment in the comments below. Let's inspire each other to take that crucial first step. Your commitment might just give someone else the courage to start their own journey. And if you found real value and inspiration in our time together, if this video resonated with you, show your support by giving it a like. It truly helps us reach more people who need to hear these messages. To ensure you continue on this journey with us, to make sure you never miss another video full of life-changing wisdom and practical advice, please hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. It's more than just subscribing, it's joining a community dedicated to living our best lives together. We're all in this together, and I want you to be a part of our growing family. Finally, think of just one person, one dear friend or family member who needs to hear this message today, and please share it with them. You might just change their life, adding years of health and happiness to their journey. Thank you for watching. Stay healthy, stay wise, and I'll see you in the next video, where we'll explore even more ways to embrace your best life.